Good morning, my dear students. In the last session, we studied about qualities of a good questionnaire. Today, we will discuss about mode of data collection. Have you ever come across a television show in which reporters ask questions from children, housewives, or general public regarding their examination performance, or a brand of soap, or a political party? The purpose of asking questions is to do a survey for collection of data. There are three basic ways of collecting data: personal interviews, mailing questionnaire, and telephone interviews. Personal interviews. This method is used when the researcher has access to all the members. The researcher or investigator conduct face-to-face interviews with the respondents. Personal interviews are preferred due to various reasons. Personal contact is made between the respondent and the interviewer. The interviewer has the opportunity of explaining the study and answering any query of respondents. The important merits of personal interview are: the interviewer can request the respondent to expand on answers that are particularly important. Misinterpretation and misunderstanding can be avoided. Watching the reactions of respondents can provide supplementary information. It allows use of all types of questions, better for using open-ended questions. Personal interviews have some demerits too. It is expensive as it requires trained interviewers. It takes longer time to complete the survey. Presence of the researcher may inhibit respondents from saying what they really think. Next method is mailing questionnaire. When the data in a survey are collected by mail, the questionnaire is sent to each individual by mail with the request to complete and return it by a given date. The advantages of this method are: it is less expensive. It allows the researcher to have access to people in remote areas too, who might be difficult to reach in person or by telephone. It is not allow influencing of the respondents by the interviewer. It also permits the respondents to take sufficient time to give thoughtful answers to the question. These days, online surveys or surveys through short messaging services, that is SMS, are popular. The disadvantages of mail survey that are: there is a less opportunity to provide assistance in clarifying instructions. So, there is a possibility of misunderstanding of questions. Mailing is also likely to produce low response rates due to certain factors such as returning the questionnaire without completing it, not returning the questionnaire at all, loss of questionnaire in the mail itself, etc. Next, telephone interviews. In a telephone interview, the investigator asks questions over the telephone. The advantages of telephone interviews are that they are cheaper than personal interviews. It can be conducted in a shorter time. It allows the researcher to assist the respondent by clarifying the questions. Relatively less influence on respondents. Telephone interview is better in the cases where the respondents are reluctant to answer certain questions in personal interviews. Demerits of telephone interview. The disadvantage of this method is access to people, as many people may not own telephones. Telephone interviews also obstruct visual reactions of respondents, which is helpful in obtaining information on sensitive issues. Thank you.